Hi, I'm Daniel, I'm a sleep physician, and if you have insomnia, this channel is for you. Sophia has a question today. If you start limiting time in bed, something that has unfortunately come to be known as sleep restriction, do you have to do that indefinitely to get good sleep? We're going to talk about that question today, and the short answer is no. We're going to expand on that. Hi there, hope you're doing fantastic today, and we're going to jump right into an email from Sophia, who, just for a quick recap, I connected with in February, and she at that point was kind of toying around with cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, that's all I'm talking about here, and the first few videos are really about the core techniques. So if you're very new, like that's a good place to start, and then you can jump around. But anyway, she was trying cognitive behavioral therapy, found it difficult, which it is, and then I think she went on to maybe try some mindfulness-based therapy. I'm not sure what happened, but I got an email from her 7 days ago, and she's now more committed to really trying CBT. And her question today is as follows. So here's an email from 9 hours ago. I have put all your tips on a board. Any other question, or I have one more question, and this is regarding sleep restriction. Do I have to be on sleep restriction for the rest of my sleep to gain proper sleep? And to contextualize that, I say unfortunately become known as sleep restriction. I call it bedtime restriction, is a technique where you limit time in bed when you have trouble sleeping. And the whole goal of that is that when you wake up at the same time every morning, you spend let's say 17 hours awake and active, then you'll have enough of sleep drive and need for sleep to then help you fall asleep and stay asleep. And it's really a core technique, a lot, like it's like 40% of CBTi or something like that. The benefits of it come from bedtime restriction or something like that. I think it's really important. Now, the question becomes like, for how long do you have to do that? And I think I've gotten this question before, but I've never done a video on it. So as always, very appreciative of questions. So I want to answer it in two ways. The kind of classical way to answer that question is to talk about something called sleep efficiency. And what's that? Well, I talked about that a lot in the early videos. So there's more about that in video 1 and definitely 14, 21 as well. But basically it works as follows. So sleep efficiency is the amount of time that you're in bed that you actually sleep. So if you spend 8 hours in bed and you sleep 4 of those 8 hours, your sleep efficiency is 50%, which is terrible. Now, a good sleep efficiency is something around 85%. Some people say 90%. So let's say you spend 7 hours in bed, you sleep 6 of those hours, you have a sleep efficiency of about 85%. That's good. Now, and by the way, numerically, statistically, or whatever you want to call it, it's good. What really only matters is how you feel, but sleep efficiency can help. So to answer this question, once you've reached a sleep efficiency of 85% and you're feeling like, I'm not sleeping great, but my sleep efficiency is 90%, or rather, I'm not feeling great. My sleep efficiency is 90%, but I'm not feeling rested. I feel kind of tired. That means you're now spending too little time in bed. You actually need more sleep. That's why you're not feeling good. That's kind of the philosophy here. So when your sleep efficiency is like 85 to 90%, it is time to spend more time in bed. And then you can add half an hour to that window you gave yourself in the beginning. So if you had decided to go to bed at midnight and get up at 6 and your sleep efficiency is 90% and you're feeling like I need more sleep, then you start going to bed 11:30 p.m. and you kind of keep track of your sleep efficiency. And when your sleep efficiency is good and you're feeling good, then you're like, okay, now I don't need to do anything more. I found kind of my window. Sometimes you don't need to do the math. Sometimes you can just, honestly, that's what I mostly do in clinic. I just talk to people and get a sense of it. Like I eyeball their sleep diary and like, it looks like you have pretty good sleep efficiency and you're feeling good. So we're good, something like that. You don't have to focus too much on the numbers, but that's the principle of how it works. Now, going beyond sleep efficiency, more long term, the goal of sleep restriction, bedtime restriction, whatever you want to call it, CBT in general, is really the following: to make you confident that you can sleep, to make you worry less about your insomnia. Once you have reached that stage, you can completely forget about your sleep window and how much time you're spent. Yeah, like the goal is for you to be like everybody else, meaning the goal is for you to just go to bed when you feel sleepy, sleep pretty much all, feel like you sleep most of the night or feel good, and feel good during the day. That's the goal. So the goal is for you to like completely forget about sleep window restrictions. So like the more long term goal answer to your question is no, you don't have to restrict time in bed forever. Only until you have sleep confidence. You're no longer worried about your sleep. So I hope I made myself clear enough. And if not, then please, leave a comment or send me an email. Super, super happy for those. And my email is daniel@insomniainsight.co. And finally, 2 quick announcements. I'm going to spend more time on this tomorrow or in the next few days. But one, I have another success story that I want to share probably tomorrow. And then there's a new podcast in town, and it's my good friend and colleague Martin Reed, who has started that. I think you can go to insomniacoach.com and you'll find something about it there. Or you can go to, I just checked on my phone, the iTunes podcast, app, and now I put in Insomnia Coach, 2 different words there, and you find that there's one episode uploaded, which is an almost 1-hour conversation between Martin and a previous client, and it's about her, like she had insomnia for like 30 years and doing much better. So I think that podcast is going to be really, really good. So by the way, if you like it, then like it and write a review. That's always helpful. Okay, so very, very, very happy to have had you back here for a little bit, and hope to see you back here tomorrow. Until then, you stay out of trouble. Bye-bye.